today I'm going to be doing a deep dive into Ideogram. They recently had an update where they have drastically improved their model. As you can see right here, this was not something Ideogram was known for previously, but with their most recent update, apparently it is now competitive at almost everything you would think some of these other AI image models were known for. It's always been amazing at generating images with text. It was the first model that really grasped that back last year, and it took the internet by storm when it came out. And then it kind of faded. Not too many people spoke about it. It was still used in some workflows. I know I still used it in my Etsy automations. We have a couple Etsy stores that are automated, and Ideogram is used for those. But now with Ideogram 2.0, it has really changed the game when it comes to what you can do with this model. So let's jump in and explore all that it has to offer. The biggest thing that I have enjoyed so far is this color palette. If you are working in any type of design field, this is something that you can't live without. We'll come over here, we'll say ultramarine, and you could do a custom color palette. You could put them in right here, and what's really cool is you can just put in a list. I need a list of color palettes that would work for a social media campaign designed for a technology company specifically geared towards HR professionals. This campaign is displaying our new tool that helps HR reps find amazing talent. Give me 5 different color palettes that would work. Explain why. Give pros and cons. These palettes should only have the hex codes in a single list separated by a space. This palette is inspired by LinkedIn's colors, which are familiar to HR professionals. We'll go ahead and use this one, and we'll come back over to Ideogram, and we'll just paste that right here. Bam. Look at that. Beautiful. We'll come over here and we will select, let's do a 16:9. Quality rendering. And there you go. It has the color palette down. Bam. You have some ideas that you can workshop with the team very quickly, just like that. So this is way better than any other generator out there at this specific workflow. The other cool thing about this, let's go find something on Google. Indeed ad. I'm obviously just doing ideas based on this whole HR rep, but this can work for any other job, any other campaign, any other idea, any other workflow with any other company. I don't know what this is for, but this looks kind of funny. Then we'll save that, and then we take that back over to Ideogram, and we click on upload. We put that in here and we'll remix that. Ideogram is going to give you a description of it, everything right there. We have our color palette, we have our image weight, and now we could just remix that. There you go. It's in the color palette that you had, just like that. That's the power of Ideogram. And let's take a look at the realism here. There are some issues. You got some issues with the eye right there on the left. However, let's see what the upscaler will do. I might have chosen one of the worst generations. Looking at these over here, the hands look pretty good, the eyes look pretty good. So we'll go ahead and upscale this one, bring that down to 60, bring that up to 80. Okay, so that's not great. Yeah, that's a little wonky. Let's try it one more time, keep the resemblance high, and let's bring that down to 60. Okay, that's much better. Very cool. So that's the upscaler, and that's the color palettes. Now let's go over the different settings that they have over here. Rendering, turbo, default, quality. Turbo is obviously lowest quality. Default is your regular default. Quality is quality. Takes a bit more credits. Turbo takes less credits. And then seed, negative prompt, what you don't want in the image. One cool thing that Ideogram has going for it as well is this magic prompt. I know a lot of other generators have implemented something similar to this, but Ideogram was really the first to do this. Midjourney did something like this sometime around version 4, I believe, maybe 3. They started helping people's prompts, throwing them through some type of LLM and improving the prompting. I don't know if they still do that, but Ideogram has this magic prompt where you could turn it on, and if I were to come in and say a person looking over a beach, lo-fi, synthwave, thumbnail art. So let's put that as design. What we're going to see is each of these images are going to have their own updated and improved prompt. So if I click on this, you'll see the magic prompt, a lo-fi synthwave style illustration of a person with a backpack and a hat. Never even said that. Looking out over a serene beach, the sky is vibrant pink, orange hue, the background contains a calm sea, a few rocks, and a distant lighthouse. Overall image has a warm glow. Much better than just a person looking over a beach, lo-fi synthwave thumbnail art. So if you're looking for some help on on your creative prompting, this could definitely help. We all have those times where we're not in the most creative of moods. We might have been working all day, but we still have to do a couple other things. Our brain's just not functioning at that wavelength right now. This can help break through those creative blocks and still get you something that is interesting that you can work off of. Another prompt, it's different than the prompt before it. Another prompt, different than the one before it. And another prompt, different than the one before it. Other image generators don't do that. If they help you with a prompt, it's the one prompt that you put in, and it's for all the images that you're about to generate with that prompt. It doesn't generate 4 different images for you with different prompts for each. So I really like that aspect. Those are all of the settings up here, but the other thing that they have are these down here, which easily puts you into different styles of generations without you having to prompt it too much. We're going to say realistic. We'll keep everything else the same. Now, we already saw what it would do when we say design, more of a vector style art or Illustrator, that type of style. And here's the realistic. I haven't worked with this too much yet. Something I've never really known Ideogram for. However, this is pretty dope. That's amazing. That's really good. Even when you zoom in, look at the seams of the shirt, killer. Really, really well done. You don't see many weird AI generated things. Something weird going on the back of his head with the hair. Easily fixed in Photoshop. Go zoom in, circle that, do some generative fill, and that's all fixed. But wow, this is an amazing image. Look at the waves coming in. You see that consistency right here going across. That's one thing a lot of image generators don't do well, is being able to keep consistency behind a main object. All of these waves find themselves on the other side as well, which is very nice to see. We already saw design. Let's go to 3D. And this is something you would get from a 3D renderer, and that's exactly what this looks like. It's a really great rendered image, or at least what approximates a rendered image. Let's take a look over here. Yeah, I know, that's so cool. I mean, it's like if you were to have Final Fantasy set in the world of GTA with a guy that's like a swordsman, but also kind of preppy frat boy right after taking some ecstasy the morning after a rave or something. I don't know. Interesting mix. Is it cutting edge 3D? Is this Unreal Engine level? Maybe something you get from like a quick Blender project, but it looks really, really great. Can't complain at all. Let's go to the next one. Let's see what else they got. We have anime. Pretty great styles here. Would work really well with some type of thumbnail text right here. I don't know so much anime, but yeah, this looks really, really great. Yeah, that's an amazing shot right there. Would love to see somebody throw that into an AI video generator and get something cool out of that. Now let's take a look at some of the other aspects of what Ideogram offers. We already did a remix. Takes any image. It has an image weight right here. The higher weight output will be closer to the base image that you put in. Lower weight will be a lower resemblance. So if we put it right here and we say anime style, medium shot of a person standing on a cliff, and the same color and style, and we could go back in, up that just a little bit more. Let's say 40, remix that. And this can work with any uploaded image as well. As long as you have a paid subscription, you can upload any image. There it goes. Look at that. So if we look at this one versus this one, similar sky, similar ocean, and it just puts them on a cliff instead of a beach. Has the sparkle going on. Very good stuff. That's remix feature. Upscale, we checked out that. We have the prompt right here. Use, copy, edit. So the editor leaves a lot to be desired. It's not great. So I could maybe color all of this and then say at nighttime and then put it back in the generator. You see, and then it just puts it in here at night. And that's cool. It gave me this at night. It probably took in the sky because it was black in the image and it changed it a little bit. And you could tell that that's why there is a major difference between the sky color and the ocean. So the ocean pops a bit more. So that's cool. It's interesting. If you really want an object in a specific area, you just quickly edit it in, like a rock or something, or a person standing there, a plane in the sky. You can quickly just draw something in the sky at the place that you want. That's cool. It's interesting. It's not something that I find particularly useful in my workflows. Describe, so describing the image, young male character seen from the back. So that's pretty cool. Built-in description feature similar to what most generators have nowadays. It does text really, really well. If we go to explore or take a look at some of these texts. Riley, a lot of people like to do names. Trumpkin, make Halloween great again. That's hilarious. So good. Hey, I'm not just a comic relief. I'm the fastest man alive. That's a really great image. That's phenomenal. If we're looking at prompt adherence, the ability to generate text with images, this is probably the best model out there currently. I don't know. I haven't put this up against Flux, which currently is the best model out there for many things, almost everything, except for a very specific few use cases. Flux definitely is the best, but I will be putting this up against Flux within the next few days, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of the time you spend with me. Sincerely, thank you so much. Have a great day, great weekend. See you soon. Bye.